Hi everyone, I'm going to continue the series of the Daf Yomi. I just showed you a shul here. You can see an empty synagogue over there. Need a minyan. Need 10 people if we want to daven shacharit, mincha or arvit, one of the tefillot. And we're going to be discussing that in today's Daf. Here it is page 39. That is Lamed Tet in Hebrew naturally of Masechet Gittin. And we learned yesterday all about the concept of freeing a slave, eved caanaite as they call it. If one wants to, within regards to Rabbi Eliezer in the Talmud yesterday, within regards to making a minyan, you've got 9 people, like I was just inside the synagogue just right now, you've got 9 people, you need to make a service, and you need a 10th man. So an advice of Rabbi Eliezer is to free the slave, and the slave automatically become a full-fledged Jew, and then you'll be able to make a minyan with him because he will be the 10th man potentially over here, which is absolutely phenomenal. That's what we learned in Talmud yesterday. And in today's stuff, in the page today, it's going to talk a discussion between Rav and Rabbah within regards to if someone, owner of a slave, is going to say, I make him kadosh. What does that refer to? So there's many different opinions what this refers to, but one opinion is that this person is going to become a full-fledged Jew and is going to be free now to serve, to daven and pray to Hashem, and he's going to be Jewish. He can join a minyan, and he's going to be binded to all the different mitzvot inside the Torah, according to that opinion. And it got me thinking, there was once a famous story in Israel that took place, where just like I was in a big synagogue just right now, and a sparse amount of people, very few people, there was one time it was in the middle of the night, and someone was in a minyan factory where there's a lot of services going on, but it's the end of the night, there was not enough people there. There was, let's say, 3 or 4 people there for argument's sake in the minyan, and looked like they wouldn't get a service done. They wouldn't be able to daven arvit, the man would. And he had to specifically say some tefillot, the Kaddish prayers this specific person did. So he was thinking, he was waiting, 10 minutes, 20 minutes for a minyan. There was no minyan. He knows he's got to say Kaddish, he's got to say it. So what he did was, because it was based in Israel and he was in a religious city in Israel, he came with an idea. He said he's going to call inside the local area 6 taxi drivers, and he knows in this area they're just employing Jewish taxi drivers. So I'll call 6 taxi drivers, he says, to come to the synagogue, and maybe they will all join in the minyan. So they all come, 6 drivers saying, what's going on? We need to pick up all these people. Then the man says, no, can you join the minyan? Switch on your meters straight away and join this specific minyan. Join the minyan. We need 10 people. I need to say the Kaddish prayer. They're all like skeptical, but they switch on the meters. They know that they're going to get paid and everything else. So they all join in the minyan, all of these people. Some of them might be familiar with the service, and a couple of them might be totally secular, and it's the first time in God knows how long they have come to the Bet Knesset. However, they all come, they all pray, they're there 15, 20 minutes. He says it's Kaddish, we've got a minyan, it's 10 Jewish people over there. And at the end, most of them say at the end, no, we're not going to charge you. It's a privilege that we came there. And a few other people came and thanked him. They were inspired. It was an inspiring thing, and they saw what self-sacrifice he did within regards to getting the minyan. And that's the power basically of a minyan. We saw what that man did over here. He called up all those taxi drivers, even albeit they weren't religious. It looked like a far-fetched idea, and he got the minyan at the end. He was able to say the precious Kaddish that he had to say in his apparent memory over here. And that's the power of the tefillah, the power of the minyan. When there is a minyan, a quorum of 10 people together, praying together, there's a unity, there's an achdut among the company. And then we know that Hashem Shekhinah can rest more present, and the tefillot could be answered better when there's a quorum of people, when there's united people together. When it's one individual praying, that's fantastic also. It's better definitely than nothing, and one should at least pray by themselves if they can't get to a minyan, and many people did, especially during the time period of the coronavirus. It was a very prevalent thing. However, if one can get to a minyan whenever they can, it's so important. We saw the Mesirat Nefesh within regards to this guy who I said in the story that he needed a minyan. He was willing to call up all the taxi drivers and probably spend a few good 100 shekels, and probably was quite humiliating to do it, but he still did it because he knew that there was a power of the minyan. And also in the Talmud, we're learning these stuff in here on 38 and 39, the power of the minyan. It's so great to daven in the minyan that Rabbi Eliezer was prepared to free the slave. The slave is worth a fortune back in those days. Remember, they're going to work so much and everything else, so that he'll become a full-fledged Jew and join the minyan. the self-sacrifice of it is absolutely incredible. And that's how it is. You know, person can be saying, you know, I'm too lazy to go to the Minyan and stuff like that. It's night time. I've got something, I want to watch a football match or something. Some people will say the soccer game or the basketball game or whatever it might be. Or I want to go for dinner. I can't be bothered. But that's the worst thing that anyone should say. I speak to myself also, that wherever someone is in the world, if there's a Minyan, especially if you're not in somewhere like Iceland or in somewhere like South Korea, where it's going to be very difficult unless there's a Chabad community, one should be trying to strive 3 times a day to go to that Minyan and to be part of that group of people, and not just be part of the group of people. You know, you're making the Minyan itself, so you're not just doing a chesed for yourself or Hashem answering the prayers for the specific person. You're also enabling other people to be answered because you're helping other people get a Minyan also. So that is one of the things that everyone should aspire to, and it's learned in the Talmud today. And guys, wherever you're listening to across the world, I've been doing a video every day here on the series of the Daf Yomi, and I want to wish you all a fantastic Shabbat, a Chodesh Tov, and just blessings here from Israel, and have a great night. Take care and bye.